What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. The Outlander series has proven to be a huge hit, and with 5 seasons under its belt, the franchise does not seem to have any means of stopping just yet. Thus, today we are going to talk about the 6th season, tell you everything we know about, and take the first look into things. And we almost forgot. Don't go anywhere. We have a surprise for you a little bit further into the video. Announcement and release date. We think we will be taking about everyone when we say that we are all excited to hear the news about a 6th season already on the way, as it was confirmed by the executive producer of the series, Matthew B. Roberts, who promised that the next season will be filled with even more drama than every season before, and that the wait will be worth it. And this is not all. The fans can also look forward to the joyful scenes that will be pulled straight from the best-selling author Diana Gabaldon's 6th novel, A Breath of Snow and Ashes. Knowing how the series progresses, we get why Matthew said that the 6th season will be anything but easy, both from a working standpoint, but also for the fans. The filming has already started in the early months of 2021. However, the process got a few minor setbacks because of the COVID-19 protocols in the filming industry, delaying the series, but today the filming of the series is going well, Roberts added. However, the pandemic brought consequences with it. The series got delayed for 2022, and there was a reduction in episodes, with the count now being only 8, a little bit less when compared to the previous seasons. It has been said that the 6th season will pick up right after the events of the 5th season, and with that in mind, next we are going to take a short recap into the 5th season, and see how things from that season will impact the events of the upcoming 6th season. As we said before, the filming of the 6th season of Outlander has begun in January 2021 and wrapped in May, a little bit later than expected, with the pandemic situation being the main reason for it. But today, we even got the official release date of the series, and it is March 6th, 2022, with an extended episode. The announcement and the release date were also followed by a teaser, which was released in October 2021. You should go and check it out.
The storm, the war.
Season 5 recap. The latest season was nothing less than jam-packed, despite its 12-episode count. Brianna and Roger were married in a lavish wedding at Fraser's Ridge when Brianna learned that Stephen Bonnet was still alive. Jamie pretended to hunt for his godfather Murtagh and the aid of Redcoat Lieutenant Hamilton, even though he had no intention of capturing him, much less killing him. To be honest, Jamie's sympathies were actually on the side of the regulators, but Governor Tyrone threatened to take away Fraser's Ridge if he didn't raise a militia to subdue the regulators. Jocasta, on the other hand, married Duncan Innes, despite her heart belonging to Murtagh. The Battle of Alamance commenced between the regulators and the Redcoats, when Murtagh saving Jamie's life, only for Murtagh to be shot by one of Jamie's soldiers shortly after, dying before Claire could try to work her medical magic on him. Governor Tyrone hanged Roger, mistaking him for a regulator, with Roger being cut down by Claire and Jamie at the right moment, with him only losing his singing voice in the process. Young Ian returned a changed man after his time with the Mohawks, with Jamie being bitten by a venomous snake and him managing to extract a promise from Roger to kill Stephen Bonnet if he doesn't make it. However, Jamie's luck was on his side, and all the efforts and tricks in the Book of Claire kept him alive, saving his life eventually. Stephen Bonnet abducts Brianna, who plans on selling her into white slavery, with Claire, Roger, Ian, and Jamie coming together for her rescue. Stephen Bonnet was sentenced to death by drowning, which is also his worst fear. However, Brianna's pity does not let her see him like that and shoots him before the water can rise all the way. A group of renegade men from Brownsville kidnap and assault Claire, forcing Jamie to gather a group of loyal men to rescue her, but not before her being scarred for life, assaulted, and abused.
I'd never see you again. Shh, Mom. I'm home.
Cast. The success of the Outlander series is heavily driven by the compelling characters, and with the news that at least 3 new major characters will be added in the next upcoming 6th season, well, we are in no doubt that this season will be even more drama-filled than the previous one. The Christie family is heading to the Ridge to stir things up. Mark Lewis is the new member of the cast group, portraying the character of Tom Christie, a former Adsmuir prisoner like Jamie, who comes to Fraser's Ridge looking for a place to settle with his family. However, he is also a leader of a Protestant group that has some very strong opinions about how things should be done. His son Alan, who will be played by Alexander Vlahos, shares a lot of these views and is very protective of his family. On the other hand, Milva's curiosity is, well, Tom's daughter, who will be played by Jessica Reynolds, fascinated by Claire and her modern way of doing things. What it is about upsetting her brother and father, and puts her in a difficult spot between what she wants to do and what her family expects her to do. The regulators of the series so far, including the likes of Sam Heughan as James Fraser, Caitriona Balfe as Claire Randall, Sophie Skelton as Brianna Randall Fraser, Richard Rankin as Roger Wakefield, John Bell as young Ian, Caitlin O'Ryan as Lizzie Weymouth, Caesar Domboy as Fergus Fraser, and Lauren Lyle as Marsali Fraser will be all returning as the regular cast of the series, with a few other cast additions to be announced sometime soon.
We shared a life. I should have done something.
Plot. One of the first news which came about the 6th season of Outlander, as we already didn't know about, was that the events in the upcoming season will be based on Diana's 6th novel, A Breath of Snow and Ashes. A portion of it was showcased in the 5th season, but it is a big book, so there is a lot of ground to cover in that regard. As it opens, the Frasers are overcoming the traumas from last season. Claire's kidnap and assault, Roger's being hanged and almost dying, Brianna's abduction by Stephen Bonnet, Jamie's brush with death after being bitten by a venomous snake, and the death of his godfather Murtagh at the Battle of Alamance. These few plot threads will probably be where the next season will continue. And yes, the whole family is together, but Claire still has some healing to do, so it will be interesting to see how she deals with all that, and the repercussions that come with her state at the moment. One of the key elements of the 6th season of the series will be how the family holds it all together, with the Christie family making a fuss with their arrival, especially Malva Christie, who has a hidden life. The series has done a phenomenal job with the villains of the show, and the Christies will not be your typical villain. Yes, but that is going to be the great and refreshing thing the series needs right now. Claire and Malva are expected to build a great relationship and bond with each other. A destabilizing moment for Claire, which will be heartbreaking for her, a twisted narrative in which all the other members of the two families will get embroiled in. Another interesting thing will be the tumultuous time that Marsali and Fergus will be having. That is, if the series sticks to the books, a time in their lives in which Marsali gives birth to a son with dwarfism, and the superstitions of the time cause problems with their neighbors. We will keep our word of having a surprise for you. Hope we didn't keep you waiting long enough, and here it is. Even though the 6th season has not come out yet, the show has also been somewhat confirmed for another, the 7th season, so keep a lookout for any news regarding that side of the story. On a related note, tell us down in the comments section below what are your thoughts about the series so far, and if you could, what would you like to change about it? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.